welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathleen and I'm a dyslexic here to help other dyslexics and their parents. Today I am going to be sharing 5 early signs of dyslexia. So these signs are going to be in your child from preschool all the way till they start kindergarten. So if you are questioning if your child possibly has dyslexia, then this video is for you. Let's get into it. One of the biggest things about dyslexia is it's very hard to diagnose. It's not just one test that you take and that test tells you if you have dyslexia or not. The only way to tell if you officially have dyslexia is to get an official diagnosis from either a doctor who studies neurology or a licensed psychologist. And that is very expensive. Most of the time, insurance does not cover it. And it takes a while to get those things. So one of the things that I posted on my Instagram is that even though you do not have a diagnosis of dyslexia, that does not mean that you can't go ahead and start an intervention and start doing things. Because one of the things that I have found with my family, which there are dyslexics everywhere in my family, is the earlier you intervene and do a research-based intervention strategy to help with reading and writing, the easier it is for your child later. So when you're talking about an evaluation or a diagnosis, most of the time you're talking about at least 90 days. That's 3 months worth of time that you are wasting. One of the big things that I compare myself to my little sister, I started my dyslexia intervention when I was in the 3rd grade, and I still struggle to read, write, and do math and all of those things. My little sister actually got the same intervention that I did, but they started hers in kindergarten. A huge difference because she showed the signs and they knew exactly what was going on because she was the younger sister. And so she does not struggle like I do. So the earlier you intervene and start research-based intervention strategies, the faster you're going to start seeing results in helping your children, and the easier it's going to be on them. So I just wanted to go over that before we go over the signs. So the first sign of dyslexia is they are not able to recognize the letters in their name. So if a child has a name of Ann, A-N-N, they are not able to recognize A's and N's other places, that is the first sign of dyslexia. Another sign is mispronouncing familiar words or baby talk. So if they say something and they don't get all of the syllables right, like it's missing something in the beginning or they're missing something in the end, then that is a sure sign of dyslexia. So one of the words that I can think of right now is yellow. If they don't do the Y in yellow and do ello, that is a sign. Or if they leave the endings on, so strawberry, you get strawberry, that is a sign of dyslexia. So they're not getting those full pronunciation words in there. Another one is they are not able to recognize rhyming words. And what I'm talking about here is that the ending of words, they're not able to recognize and put them together. So if you ask what rhymes with cat, they're probably not going to be able to answer it. The answers would be bat, mat, hat, rat, and so on. And so they're just changing the beginning sounds, but the ending sound stays the same. Another one is they have difficulty learning and saying common nursery rhymes. So all those nursery rhymes we grew up knowing and loving, like Jack and Jill went up the hill to catch a pail of water, or Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. All of those are nursery rhymes, and if they're struggling to say those and act them out and sing, that is another sign of dyslexia. And the last sign is having trouble putting things in sequence or in order. So a lot of the times when you see it with ABCs, they'll do A, B, C, E, F, G, J, K. They'll skip letters. They can skip groups of letters. They can skip just one letter. So sequencing is a big issue. Another way to tell is if with counting numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. When they're skipping numbers, that is a sign. And the other thing that I have learned with dyslexia is that there is a screening process the minute children hit kindergarten. And it's one of those things that you just need to keep pushing and talking and communicating with the teachers and letting them know what is going on and helping everybody helping get the correct diagnosis as quickly as possible. That brings me to the end of the 5 early signs of dyslexia. Again, those are the signs for a student or your child before they go to kindergarten. Next week, I will be sharing what the signs are for early elementary. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it useful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I have more videos in the next coming weeks coming up about defining dyslexia and more about evaluation processes and dyslexia in general. And I cannot wait to share all of that information with you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.